Hi guys, I just tested my live stream app and looks and sounds okay to me, so hopefully it is. It's gorgeous out today. Taking a walk and grounding in nature. I'm a Pisces moon, so Jupiter and Neptune are both retrograde in Pisces right now. So if I don't stay grounded, balanced, centered, things can get quite out of balance. It's like dreamland, fantasy world versus reality. No, my friend. I love crows. Anyways, I just wanted to share some really good news and a synchronicity that went along with it too that was really cool, I thought. I draw runes when I need guidance. Sometimes I use tarot, sometimes scripture. It just depends on whatever I'm guided to use as a tool to get some guidance or answers to questions I have or whatever. Angel messages, things like that. So the rune that I got today is I was. And I've been working with them and I practice responsible magic. So drawing them on your body is only recommended if you have a good knowledge of the power of them and can handle the consequences if anything should go wrong. Mostly they are inscribed on wood or stone or something like that. So the good news that I got, well, with Iwas was the confirmation, the meaning of this rune was the confirmation that I needed, and it has to even do with traveling or trips. And I was like, oh yeah, okay, I mean, unless it's my homeless journeys throughout different states and everything, that's neither here nor there. This was like traveling or taking a vacation, and I'm like, okay. But I was like, oh, well, if that's what it says, well, my ex is taking my boys camping down to Jersey next week for 10 days. And my son, my middle son, asked me and invited me to go with them. And their dad called after I had drawn this rune now. He just called me a couple hours ago. And I said, did you talk to Jonathan? And he said, yeah. And I'm like, and he's like, no, it's fine, blah, blah. I was like, oh my God. I'm like gonna go spend vacation time with my boys. Are you kidding me? Like, for anybody that knows, over the past 2+ years, I have just been struggling to try to find a way to be close to my boys, spend time with them, be involved in their lives, and because of bullshit, it's been like I can't win for losing. And to me, it's the time that's being wasted that I'm not getting any memories with them, making any memories with them. And that's what hurts me the most. Aircraft. So I almost dropped the phone. I am just like glowing today. So that is a huge miraculous blessing for your girl. I've been getting all kinds of intuitive messages relating to transformation and change now, positive things coming into our lives, like unexpected opportunities or like divine interventions, And I have been praying for that so hard, like for so long, just basically like having it out with God, like, God, if you're not going to drastically improve and change my life for the better and bring good things and happiness and love into my life and blah, 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 take me out. I'm so beyond good. Like, I'm just so done. without, that depression of, oh, I'm suicidal or anything like that. No, I'm not. I really was at the point, oh, a dragonfly. And he's on the top of my phone right now. He's perched on it. And he's blue-green. He just flew by my face, if anybody caught that. And that is on camera. I can't make this shit up. I evoked the assistance of an archangel whom I love and adore, Uriel, however you want to say it, Ariel. Doesn't matter. Names are, take them or leave them. They're labels. We don't care. And one of the signs of Archangel Uriel's presence is dragonflies. And that was on camera right there. So, lightning too. And disturbances with electricity. So, I'm getting where usually I, use tools like tarot or something, or I gain insight through my books and, find little puzzle pieces to put the puzzle together, but I usually never get answers with confirmation. And then I'm like that Capricorn that has accuracy, no room for errors. Like, I need the confirmation because I cannot truly believe in something without that confirmation. I don't know what it is. I just have to know that the evidence is factual and it's proof of the truth. That's what I need. So I'm always questioning, like, I feel like the doubting Thomas, with Jesus, like, I am him, probably reincarnated. But I'm always like, forgive me, I'm not doubting you, it's me. I doubt myself so much, and I doubt my ability, and I'm so afraid of failing, but failing where I would be wrong, or maybe guiding someone and leading them not into the truth. That would be my ultimate, I couldn't live with myself. So failure, and I also have supermassive, as we all know by now, those of you who have been with me, stage fright. I still have such nervous anxiety every time I turn this camera on, every time, 2.5 years later now. So that's why I trip over my words a lot, and I am naturally always fidgety. I always have been my whole life. I was looking up different things about, like, some of the issues that I deal with, like ADHD, PTSD, anxiety, things like that. And now the medical community has decided there's no more ADD. It's just like now there's no more Asperger's with autism. It's the autism spectrum. Now it's all ADHD. There's no more ADD. And I'm like, okay, well, that's odd, because attention deficiency and hyperactivity are two different things. However, ultimately, based upon the research that I've done into this over a long time, trying to figure out what my problems are, because the medical community has failed to do that in my 44 years. And I've probably seen upwards of, I'd say, anywhere between 30 and 50 doctors in my life in relation to mental health or psychological issues, along with a plethora of horrific psychiatric medications, which I have been off of successfully. And I did it by myself and weaned myself off properly. I'm smart about how to do it since 2018. So 2021, still standing here, not a mental basket case. It is possible. Anything is. Where there's a will, there's a way. So, look at these little yellow flowers. They're pretty. And the sky is gorgeous. I've been hardcore channeling energies for 72 hours now. I got a really good night's sleep last night though, so I feel much better, refreshed. Still no luck on remembering my dreams, but keep trying. The stubborn goat don't quit. Ooh. No, not an option. Neither is failure, because in my opinion, you can only fail when you stop trying. If you're still trying, you didn't fail. We all fall down. What's important is we get back up after we do. And mine has been billions of times flat on my face or down on my ass. And that's the hardest thing to do, is pick yourself back up. But then once you get up again, hold on to hope, faith. Be all right. None of us knows, what our lives are going to bring. We have great guidelines, guidebooks like astrology, numerology, lots of stuff, enneagrams. But just like when you're a parent and you have a child, they don't come with an instruction manual, It's kind of like on-the-job training. And you got to make mistakes. That's how you figure out how to fix and solve problems. Ooh, butterflies. Hi, Mom. There's really heavy mother energies, protective mother energies, but also like a mother-child trauma wound healing going on. That's what I'm intuitively picking up, that for anybody that has maybe mom issues or abandonment or separation or whatever it is. Like for me, I did not get the initial, when I was born, first few moments touching in the presence of my mother. I was very sick when I was born, and I was in an incubator for the first few days of my life. So my mom, I didn't have that connection that every newborn requires with the mother. Even if it's a C-section and they touch the baby to your cheek, like they come over and hold, that's fine. You need that exchange of energy. You can see it in animals even, like cats and dogs that were taken away from their moms too soon. They'll like suck on blankets and need things, like that's from not having enough time with their mom. Or kids. If you have kids, then around the toddler age, they go through that separation anxiety where they think if you walk out of the bedroom, you're never coming back again, and they're terrified, and it's constant reassurance and showing up and lots and lots of love. And then when you're done with that, give them even more love. So the other thing, I don't even know if I should mention this, but my kids don't watch my YouTube channel, so I guess I'm safe. But now I have 3 boys, 22, 19, and 16. And I just found out, I won't name names, but I just found out one of my sons just recently lost his virginity, and I was like, oh no. I overreacted, and I called his dad. I was like, what? Worry wart mom mode. He doesn't have the maturity or the responsibility to handle the consequences should anything happen. Blah, blah, blah. I was going off, but not mean or mad. I was crying. you know, I just think of possibilities of the what ifs and explore possible outcomes. And then, you know, I just want my kids to make good choices. And his brother told me that he had counseled him prior to and taught him about safety and different little tips and things like that. So I thanked his brother and said, I appreciate you being a good brother to your brother, and told him how much I love him. And yeah, so lots of action yesterday and today. And so anyways, all these energies, Nordic energies are coming through, hence the rune, which I do not daily, but when I need guidance, it's a few times a week I draw runes. Odin came through, and I had been seeing the weird thing about the Neptune retrograde is I have been seeing tridents. And I even journaled it, and I drew one in my journal because I'm just seeing tridents everywhere. And I'm like, what? Okay, water, Neptune, Poseidon. I'm like putting all these things together, trying to figure out where it's going. And this is a really good time, especially if you have any strong Piscean energy in your chart, like I do. And also Cancer, if you have strong Pisces or Cancer energy in your chart. I'm a Pisces moon and a Cancer rising, so these transits last year, this year, and 2022, maybe on the exterior I might appear a bit mad to others or eccentric or chaotic or whatever, because I live my life differently than most people do. I'm an introvert, but more like reclusive anymore. I have zero social life. I've pretty much been alone my whole life, so I'm not good socially interacting with people until I feel comfortable. And then people always tell me I have a great sense of humor and I'm really funny. I'm sarcastic and I like irony and smartassery, but I can laugh at myself so easily. And I'm really open-minded, so old, conventional, traditional things, there are certain things I'm very traditional about, especially like home and hearth and relationship-wise. Like for me, when it comes to love and romance and a potential partner in my future, God willing, my dreams would come true at that point. I'm looking for that soulmate kind of thing. I don't have time to waste time, nor would I want to anymore. Long-term, monogamous, committed, I forgot where I was going with that, but because once I get on the love subject, it's like, thank my Pisces moon for that. And my Cancer rising, my oldest son and my granddaughter are Cancers, and I have a soft spot for them because for a Capricorn, whether it's a romantic type of love or a familial type of love or even a loved one, a friend, for me, since I'm a Capricorn sun and a Cancer rising, and then my son and my granddaughter are Cancers, I also have learned over the last couple of years studying astrology that Capricorns harmonize very well with Cancers. And in my personal opinion, this is not a mainstream astrology report or anything. This is just my personal experience and opinion and feeling and belief that kind of, if you're a cardinal sign, Capricorn, Cancer, Aries, or Libra, You know, north, south, east, west, the 4 pillars. In my opinion, if it's a romantic type of thing, it should be, you should stick with your own. That's the only way I could put it. A cardinal sign is oddly different than fixed immutable signs, just oddly different. So in other relationships, like friends or business partners, something like that, you don't necessarily, but love and romance, I would suggest. And then for me, being a Capricorn, like, God, if we get along with, I get along with everybody. Like, I can get along with anyone I have all my life, but people can't get along with me for some reason. And I guess on the exterior, outward, we, or I'll speak for myself as a Capricorn, and for me, Jen, I guess we look like we're too serious all the time, or boring, or cold-hearted, or too materialistic, where we care about money and, you know, we do to a point of security, but not to a point of luxury. The finer things in life would be great, but not a necessity, you know? And we're like, or I'm like, loyal, and I always give good advice, and I'm understanding. Like, my boys, all their lives growing up, their friends would call me mom and come to me, like, before they'd go to their own parents about something. And kids, I just have a natural, automatic connection. Kids, like, they gravitate towards me and I gravitate towards them. I love them. I wish I could adopt every suffering child in this world and be surrogate mom to them all, because I would be. But anyways, so, you know, people know that they can trust me, I guess, when they come to me with personal things, that I keep things confidential. I value privacy very much. And that's the other thing. People view Capricorns usually as very secretive, or, you know, you got a lot of secrets. In a way, but it's more in a mystical sense, where there are universal secrets that should not be blabbed to everyone everywhere, because then things like what's going on in 2021 happen with technological advances and trying to wipe out the universe and find the God gene and recreate mankind, or create another subspecies of playing God. And we, Capricorns, require balance, because that creates harmony. And we're constantly battling dark and light, balance, 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 all about balance and moderation. So, like, I'm a firm believer in the appropriate use and benefit of things like psychedelic medications, or holistic remedies, naturopathic things, rather than chemicals. However, in today's world, unless you're lucky enough to have the money or live in the East, traditional medicine and Western medicine are vastly different. One is healing, one is harmful. Choose wisely. I don't know how I got on that little tangent. But anyways, so this time of these retrogrades is for inner self-reflection, figuring out your purpose and path, and staying on that. And provided that you do, and you stand in integrity and truth, being true to yourself, finding rewards to progress you further along that path. So I was like, oh yes, that's another confirmation. Like, oh, for so long, those are my questions. Like, on a soul level, who am I truly? Why am I here? What is my mission? What is my purpose? And then once I find out, how do I do it? Like questions just constantly go, how, why, mom, why? That was me as a kid, still is to this day. But why? Anyways, whoops. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm gonna get my cup. I'm back at the house, so I just wanted to share my good news and give you guys a little energy update on the, well, cosmological effects anyways, astrological, and send you my love and blessings during these retrogrades. Self-care, self-care, self-care. Peace, everybody.